Hey everybody, it's the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And today we're going to talk to you about Dune. It's not really new anymore because we waited so long to do this
waited
position.
so long. Sorry.
It stars Timothy Chalamet and Oscar Isaac and a bunch of people actually. And it looks like it stars Zendaya, but it really doesn't. She's only on there for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But Desiree, what did you think?
Okay, so this is a sci-fi movie remake. It is a really old story. Like this book, I remember, I'm not young, and I remember this book, like people carrying it around when I was in high school. Like it was this huge, thick paperback,
it's really big.
And it was I never read it, but it was, then it came out to a movie. And I feel like I saw that movie maybe, but I have
Like the 80s.
no memory of it at all. And so it's an old franchise that's just getting kind of revamped. And I think it must be a really well-written book and like an engaging book for it to get all this attention. But it's a story of a world where they farm the dirt or something. They farm the stuff off the dirt, and it enables people to travel light speed or travel as with all the stuff. And so everybody wants what's on the ground and what this one planet can do. And so it's all the politics. There's all this politics involved, and then there's the people who actually live there who want. So there's all this, it's a good story. It's a good story. So I really enjoyed this movie, actually, way more than I thought I was going to. Because I kind of came into it with, I don't know, this big, the country, the world has big, like, snake things that live under the dirt.
Worms,
the worms, they're worms. And they're, that kind of stuff. And worms ain't my thing. But I was surprised how engaged I was in the story and the narrative. And I kind of got into it. It was kind of slow paced. And the action spikes up and then it's gone for a long time and that kind of thing. But it was all right. I like Star Wars better. I like Star Trek better. But Dune, I'll take Dune, and I'm looking forward to. I'm sure there's going to be the next one because Zendaya never had her chance. So there's got to be another part. But that's what I think. What did you think?
Yeah, I liked it more than I thought too. I am not a sci-fi person, so even going in, I was like,
I am for sure.
All right, I'll sit down and watch this movie that everyone says is going to be really good. And luckily, though, when I have lower expectations in movies, I tend to be easier on them and like, okay, that wasn't that bad. So I enjoyed it for sure. I thought some of the performances really good. I thought Javier Bardem was fantastic. That man's such a good actor, and he was really good. He's not in a lot of it, but when he's on it, you are watching that guy act because he's so good. I will say this is kind of how I would describe it. Timothy Chalamet's dad is Poe from Star Wars. Poe's right-hand man is Thanos, and his best pilot is Aquaman. And so they travel around and try to fight these things, and they're trying to fight Drax. Now, Drax is the bad guy, and also then Timothy Chalamet keeps dreaming about MJ from Spider-Man. That's kind of the summary of what this is about.
That is a thing. They used all these people from previous franchises, and so we leave the movie, and we're like, so where did MJ come in? She was hardly there at all. Did you see Drax? He was so great. So you naturally refer to these characters as their original characters. Yeah. So we cracked ourselves up.
I didn't even know Aquaman knew how to fly.
No, Aquaman could do all these things. So they did choose pretty iconic characters from iconic movies, and they put them into this.
That's part of that, when you become that role, like a Thanos or whatever. I will say, I really liked Jason Momoa in it too. I thought he was really good.
He was really good.
And Oscar Isaac.
So was Thanos.
Yeah, and Oscar Isaac Poe was really good too.
Yeah, Poe was really great. A beard.
It definitely has that kind of what do we call that thing similar to Star Wars has the same feel, and so does like The Handmaid's Tale, that kind of like apocalyptic type feel of it, maybe. So there's that feel to it as well too, which is also not my favorite. But I will say, in all the things that it wasn't my favorite of, I still enjoyed the movie, which says a lot about it. It says a lot about Dennis. I can never say his last name right. Anyway, he's directed a lot of,
I think, Villanueva.
very famous things, right? Like The Last Blade Runner. And my favorite, I love Sicario too, but Arrival was my favorite thing that he directed. That's such a movie. But he did a really good job. It's pretty. It's not pretty in the sense of like it's utilitarian, but it's pretty in the way that it's shot and all that kind of stuff for sure. So I think I enjoyed it. I think you'll see a lot of like technical awards for it for sure.
I don't anticipate any acting awards.
Yeah, no, I would say no. For one thing, they don't really have a lot of. Besides Timothée Chalamet, everyone else doesn't really have like
a
lot of scenes. Except I would argue you can always nominate Javier Bardem because that guy is.
He can't help it. He just walks on the camera.
You're like, oh my gosh, what is he gonna do? So that's what we thought. Let us know what you thought. Did you like it?
What'd you think?
Did you like it? So like and subscribe, and we're gonna be doing a lot more. We're trying to get more consistent because we have a lot of Oscar movies to do.
It's Oscar season, so
here
we go, everybody. Here we go.
Bye.
Bye.